Islam.
Islam.
I rise, we rise, and give praises to Allah, big God of the universe, honors to His noble divine prophet, Noble Ali. We give honors to the Moorish Temple of America. We give honors to all the Moors of Moorish Americans here in this land. We give honors to the Asiatics of this land who have not yet learned the truth about their nationality and their birthright. We give honors to our children because our children are our future and are the guidance of the nation. Islam.
Islam.
We will continue to begin with the rising and with the Moorish American prayer. Islam. Islam. Allah. The Father of the universe.
Father of the universe.
The Father of love.
Father of love, truth, peace, freedom,
and justice.
and justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector,
My guide.
my guide,
And my salvation.
and my salvation
By night.
by night and by day. Through His holy prophet, Ali. Amen. Islam. Islam. Islam, noble.
First I rise, giving perfect praise to the great architect of the universe, Father God Allah. I give honors to Prophet Ali. I give honors to Marcus Garvey, forerunner of the movement. I give honors to Temple number 10. I want to give honors to all Moors in attendance. I also want to give honors to Moors not in attendance and across the nation. Islam.
Islam.
It is read the resolution of why we're here today. Before I start, I also want to give a special acknowledgement and honors to the city of Trenton for this day, coming in unison and acknowledging the resolution of the public record. I also want to give honors to the state of New Jersey as well, and honors to all public city officials who partake in helping us understand who we are and what we are. Islam.
Islam.
Resolution recognizing Moorish Americans, January 8, 15. Whereas the Moorish Americans are the descendants of the Ancient Moabites, Amexem, and Canaanites, who were permitted by the old pharaohs of Kemet to cross from East Africa, and later formed themselves kingdoms, extending from the Northwestern and Southwestern shores of Africa, the Atlantic Islands, onto the present-day continental American land. Whereas the native Moorish peoples of the Americas are now united in order to gain back themselves in the family of nations. And whereas the Moorish Americans have formed a sovereign theocratic government guided by the principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, through the virtue of the universal right to self-determination, as well as with the Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous Peoples guaranteed in the Charter of the United States. And whereas on January 8, 1886, Noble Ali was born in the state of North Carolina and destined to become the first patriot of the Moorish American people. And whereas in 1912, Noble Ali was anointed El-Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali by the heads of Egypt and the holy city of Mecca to return to the United States. And the last properties founded from the newly designation of the Moorish Americans. And whereas the result of the congressional ratification of the 13th Amendment that enacted the 1865 Moorish peoples were emancipated from slavery. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the City Council of the City of Trenton, New Jersey, does hereby recognize the week January 8 to 15, 2002 annually Moorish American Week. Islam.
Islam.
That would conclude the reading of the resolution. Peace, Moors. Next, we'll bring up Honorable Sheikh Tardell L. to be the next speaker. Islam.
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 Rise in the name of Allah and perfect praise to the Almighty. I want to give supreme honors to our Prophet in these days, known as Sheikh Abdul Ali, better known as Prophet Abdul Ali, which we also recognize as the Savior of humanity. Islam.
Islam.
We give honor to all of you beautiful Moors out here. Islam representing our Prophet on this day, on his day. All of the citizens as well and made this possible for us to come here and exercise our rights to a peaceful assembly and our rights to Act 6 of our divine constitution and bind that. Islam.
Islam.
I want to give special honors to the children as well. I want to give special honors to Sheikh Tardell. He will be coming on after me. His name was called before me. Where I want to give a special acknowledgement to him for also going to City Hall and speaking under an intelligent tone and receiving that favorable reply that the Prophet spoke about, and making it possible for us to come here and also, express and exercise our rights to assembly as well.
Islam.
Give honors to all representatives of the U.S.A. Temple who made to come out here today. Give honors to Grand Chief Louis Hill from Temple number 11A, Philadelphia, Islam. Give honors to everyone else who travels from New York territory, others that came from Delaware, across the board.
Islam.
So one thing that we wanted to acknowledge is this is what we refer to as Moorish American Week. Why so? Because January 8th, 1886 was the day that the Prophet was born in the flesh, physical flesh. So we call it his soul return. Some of us acknowledge it as his birthday, his degree day, whatever your choice of words would be. But this is his day, his earthly day that we're celebrating and honoring on an annual basis, and not just a particular day, but also, like I said, a week was declared out by the city of Trenton to observe and acknowledge Moorish American Week. Islam. And that's very important that we, give back because of that, because they didn't have to do that. Islam. We understand the fall, and we understand what we have to do to get ourselves recognized again. And we can't point the finger and expect people to do for us without us making an effort to do for ourselves.
Islam.
So it's important that we acknowledge Prophet Ali and make it a national observance and recognition for all Moors who haven't done what Sheikh Tardell did with the city of Trenton. It has been done in certain cities and given them honors as well. But there are still a lot of states that it has been undone, which we encourage the Moors to make sure that will be a futuristic event. So all Moors in their respective territories throughout the states will be able to go to their city hall and speak in an intelligent tone and get that same favorable reply.
Islam.
So the resolution is also helpful for the recognition of the state agents, because notice to the principal is notice to the agent. Notice to the agent is what?
Notice to the principal.
So therefore, acknowledgement of the resolutions is helpful. Moorish Americans want to take out work. Sometimes employees and the agents actually need some type of recognition from the state or from the city to give us that profit from work that day, or keeping the children from school. So this is in lieu of what a resolution actually does for our people. It's not to be done, used for any ill, negative intent, any personal gain. This is not why we do this. But it's for the good of the uplifting and fallen humanity, and in lieu of the First Amendment of the United States of America, free national constitution. Everybody has freedom of speech, everyone has freedom of religion, and observing our Prophet Ali on this day will be a religious right and immunity that we have to push and make sure that that's observed first with ourselves, next with our family, our households, and also the people in the local government in which we live. Islam. So we want to give honor to the zodiac, the seasons, the winter solstice, whatever your school of thought might be. We want to give honor to the season that they refer to as Christmas, as long as we understand that Christ is consciousness and the gathering of Christ is what we represent Christmas to be. So this is a Christmas season holiday for all who are trying to get a better understanding of who they are and observing the natural order of the universe. So it's a natural, universal holiday, or holy day, or seasons that we see season previously.
Islam.
Islam, in lieu of the Constitution of the United States of America, which we believe truths to be self-evident, that every man was created equal and endowed by his creator with certain inalienable rights. And those inalienable rights are being preserved and protected by government representatives. And again, that's why we want to give honor to the city of Trenton, representatives of our local government, because local government is where we start at home. We have to start at home. So we have to proclaim our free national name and religion to be recognized in the government in which we live, and that's local government. And then the nations of the earth will only recognize us when they see that we're working this way. Islam. So without further ado, I want to bring on Sheikh Tardell L, and he will come and express the spirit of the Constitution and our forerunner, Prophet Muhammad, the voice of the divine. Islam.
Islam. Allahu Akbar.
Islam.
Islam.
Merry Christmas, Moors.
Merry Christmas.
The world need to know that today is our Christmas. All right? Noble Raleigh was born January 8th, 1886 in the state of North Carolina. And we celebrate on this day. We honor him and we celebrate our Christmas. So Merry Christmas to you guys. And we are the gift that keeps on giving. Why? Because the Asiatics are the keys to the civilization. We hold the keys. And so we hold that quality and character for man to emulate after. Why? Because man needs a pattern
Islam.
in his life. Noble Raleigh was sent by Allah to save the nations from the wrath.
Islam.
He was sent with a warning. So on January 8th, I love reading the warning. I love expressing it a certain way. So please allow me to do that in spirit of Moorish American Week. This is a week-long celebration. You see some census materials here because this is in harmony with the census. This is only done every 10 years. So you won't have another time to do this for 10 years, and in that time span, it says they were stripped of their nationality. Well, it can happen again. All right. So in that time frame, we have to uplift fallen humanity and not remain fallen humanity. This display you see here will be here for a week long, pertaining to the census and Moorish American Week. And we are going to commemorate this day by raising the Moorish flag outside as well.
Islam.
Islam.
So, a divine warning by the prophet for the nations. The citizens of all free national governments, according to their national constitution, are all of one family, bearing one free national name. Our prophet Noble Raleigh brought us a constitution bearing our free national name.
Islam.
Those who fail to recognize the free national name of their constitutional government are classed as undesirables and are subject to all inferior names and abuses and mistreatments that the citizens care to bestow upon them. I was asked once, someone asked me, wait, are you saying that black people, that people who identify as black should all start identifying as Moroccan? I said, no, I'm not telling people to do that. They have the right to self-identify. But they need to know how self-identifying by Negro-colored, black, African-American is a detriment to them. So I had to explain to them, you're either self-identify as Negro, colored, black, or African American, they are disenfranchised.
Islam.
It goes on to say, and it is a sin for any group of people to violate the national constitutional laws of a free national government and claim to the names and principles that allude to slavery. I, the prophet, was prepared by the great God Allah to warn my people to repent from their sinful ways and go back to that state of mind of their forefathers, divine and national principles, that they will be law abiders and receive their divine rights as citizens according to the free national constitution that was prepared for all free national beings. Those principles are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And on this flag you see us holding here today, those 5 points represent those principles.
Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Islam.
We were given instructions in that morning. We were instructed to, it says, they are to claim their own free national name and religion. Why are we Moorish Americans? Because of our free national name. Our free national name is Moroccan. We couldn't be Moorish Americans without acknowledging our ancient forefathers and foremothers' name. And Moroccan is a modern term for Moabites. There is but one issue for them to be recognized by this government and of the earth, and it comes only through the connection of the Moorish Divine National Movement, which is incorporated in this government and recognized by all the nations of the world. And through it, they and their children can receive their divine rights unmolested by other citizens, that they can cast a free national ballot at the polls under the free national constitution of the state's government, and not under a granted privilege as has been the existing condition for many generations. That's my favorite part in this entire warning, is that we must carry out Noble Drew Ali's last will and testament so that we may be able to cast a free national ballot. Without that, we are not recognized by the government in which we live in the nations of the earth. And that is the one supreme issue. You doubt whether I, the prophet, and my principles are right for the redemption of my people. Go to those that know law in the city hall and among the officials in your government, and ask them under an intelligent tone, and they will be glad to render you a favorable reply.
Islam.
For they are glad to see Noble Drew Ali bring us out of the darkness and into the light. Money doesn't make the man. It is free national standards and power that makes a man and a nation. The wealth of all national governments, gold and silver and commerce, belong to the citizens alone. And without your national citizenship by name and principles, you have no true wealth. And I am hereby calling on all true citizens that stand for a national free government and the enforcement of the Constitution to help me in my great missionary work, because I need all support from all true American citizens of the United States of America. Help me. Help us. The Europeans helping us, why not you? Help us to save my people who have fallen from the constitutional laws of government. I'm depending on your support to get them back to the constitutional fold again, that they will learn to love
Instead of hate.
instead of hate, and will live according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, supporting our free national constitution of the United States of America. I love my people and desire their unity and mind back to their own national and divine standard, because day by day they have been violating the national constitutional laws of their government by claiming names and principles that are unconstitutional. If Italians, Greeks, English, Chinese, Japanese, Turks, Arabians, they're all forced to proclaim their free national name and religion before the constitutional government of the United States. What do you mean? Yeah, even when illegal immigrants come to this country, if they do not proclaim their free national name or the government in which they live, yes, they are subject to certain mistreatment, they are classed as undesirables, and they are detained. And yes, it's sad, but law governs all offenses.
Islam.
And all other governments, when a man is born and raised there and asks for his national descent name, if he fails to give it, he is misused, imprisoned, or exiled. Any group of people that fail to answer up to the constitutional standards of law by name and principles, because to be a citizen of any government, you must claim your national descent name. Because they place their trust upon issue and name or color alludes to anything that is painted, varnished, and dyed. And every nation must bear a national descent name of their forefathers, because honoring their fathers and their mothers, your days will be limited upon this earth. These names, Negro, colored, black, African American, have never been recognized by any true American citizen of this day. Through your free national name, you are known and recognized by all nations of the earth that are recognized by said national government in which they live. The 14th and 15th Amendments brought the North. Let me say this before I say that. The statement I'm making is the statement above. The 14th and 15th Amendments brought the North and South in unity, placing the Southerners, who were at that time without power, with the constitutional body of power. So the South had succeeded from the North, right? We know that story. And in order for them to come back into the constitutional fold, they had to adopt the law of this land. And it goes on to say, and at that time, 1865, the free national constitutional law that was in force since 1774 declared all men equal and free. And if all men are declared by the free national constitution to be free and equal, since that constitution has never been changed, there is no need for the application of the 14th and the 15th Amendments for the salvation of our people and citizens. So the 14th Amendment came in, and what it did was it placed restrictions on your suffrage. The 14th Amendment established what's called an examination and a test of fitness. So the examination is not confined to a quiz. The examination examines you for quality and character.
Islam.
The test of fitness is not confined to you working out. The test of fitness was whether or not you're fit for that position that you're going to represent people in. So, there isn't but one supreme issue for my people to use to redeem that which was lost, and that is through the above statements, those statements that we just read. And my gift to you all on this Christmas is that those statements must be placed, and I know we live, so this is for anyone who's hearing this, Merry Christmas. This is my gift to us all. The ancestors asked me to share this. Those statements above must be placed on a ballot that we must cast a free national ballot for it to be addressed. That is your right. That is your right to do that, and that is the beginning of enfranchisement for us all. Then the lion and the lamb can lie down together in yonder hills, and neither will be harmed, because love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice will be reigning in this land. In those days, the United States will be one of the greatest civilized and prosperous governments. What? Make America great again? I know some people don't like the MAGA hat, but my prophet wanted to make America great again. He believed in it, so I believe in making America great again.
Make America Moorish again. Islam.
In those days, the United States will be one of the greatest civilized and prosperous governments of the world. But if the above principles are not carried out by the citizens of my people in this government, the worst is yet to come. Because the great God of the universe is not pleased with the works that are being performed in North America by my people, and this great sin must be removed from the land to save it from enormous earthquakes, diseases, etc. Remember a saying, it says, If you have loved ones in the South, get them out, because that's where the destruction is going to start first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking on the news last night, and I see all types of earthquakes and tornadoes and hurricanes preparing to come to the South and give them weather they've never had. And the North is steady warming up. Goes on to say, and I, the prophet, do hereby believe that this administration, our prophet believed in the government. He believed in the Constitution. We law abiders. The census is not voluntary. The census is technically mandatory. And you could be fined if you don't participate. So we participate in the census because we law abiders. And I, the prophet, do hereby believe that this administration of the government, being more wisely prepared by more genius citizens that believe in their free national constitution and laws through the help of such classes of citizens, I, the prophet, truly believe that my people will find the true and divine way of their forefathers and learn to stop serving carnal customs and merely ideas of man that have never done them any good, but have always harmed them. So I, the prophet, am hereby calling aloud with a divine plea to all true American citizens, not just Moors, all true American citizens, to help me to remove this great sin which has been committed. Prophet want to get rid of that concept of you being born in sin and your identity is Negro, colored, black, African American. He says we have mental slavery. We want to remove that. And Princeton, New Jersey has a printout. They give them $27 million. They put $27 million in escrow for reparations. When it all pans out for Asiatics to come to that university and attend there under their scholarship program. But in that printout, it says Princeton University, New Jersey, our original sin. Even the European knows that it's a sin for you to identify yourself by Negro, colored, black, African American.
Islam.
It goes on to say, so I, the prophet, am hereby calling aloud with divine plea to all true American citizens to help me to remove this great sin which has been committed and is being practiced by my people, his people, in the United States of America, because they know it is not the true and divine way, and without understanding they have fallen from the true light into utter darkness of sin. And there is not a nation on earth today that will recognize them socially, religiously, politically, or economically, etc. I notice there's like this black to Africa movement rising again. Mind you have the right to identify how you will. But you can be as black as you want to be, and if you go to any one of the countries in Africa and you want to repatriate, they're not going to identify you as black. They're going to identify you as having Ghanaian citizenship, Togoan citizenship, Kenyan citizenship. You're not going to go there and infiltrate a people who identify nationally and have them adopt inferior names. They're not having it either.
Islam.
So you can be as black as you want, and hey, let's go to Africa. You better 23andMe and all them other answers. You better pick one of them what is it called? And repatriate back to one of those countries. It's all right as long as you declare your nationality. They are Moorish anyway. All the inhabitants of Africa are descendants of the ancient Canaanite race.
Islam.
It goes on to say, in their present condition of their endeavorment, in which they themselves try to force upon a civilized world, they will not refrain from their sinful ways of action, and their deeds have brought Jim Crowism, segregation, and everything that harms to human beings on earth. That's a deep statement. They will not refrain from their sinful ways of action, and their deeds have brought Jim Crowism, segregation, and everything that bring harms to human beings on earth. And they fought the Southern for all these great misuses. But I have traveled in the South and have examined conditions there. And it and it is the works of my people continuously practicing the things which bring dishonor, disgrace, and disrespect to any nation that lives the life. Not the European, not the white man, if you want to call him that, not the, government. The prophet said it is his people. And it wasn't confined to those who identify as Moorish Americans, because the prophet claimed all so-called Negroes, colors, blacks, and African Americans. In fact, he was declared the head of the state of those Asiatics in North America. And I am in Northwest, and I am hereby calling on all true American citizens for more support and finance to help me in my great missionary work to bring my people out of darkness into marvelous light. That's from Prophet Noble Jurabi. I appreciate y'all bearing with me. It's one of the favorite pieces of work that I love to read by Prophet Noble Jurabi, and I intend to carry it out. Islamism. I'm going to turn this back over to the brother Grand Sheikh, Nichel Bey. You guys give him a wonderful round of applause because he came to and again, Merry Christmas. This your Christmas. My son back there was like, Dad, when's Moorish Christmas? I said, yo, I love Moorish Christmas.
I love
Praise Allah.
Islam.
Takbir. Takbir. Islamism.
The sister Nasiba and the brother Aziz Ali Bey are two of the original individuals that helped get this executed. And I just wanted you guys to know that they're here today.
Islam, sister.
And all the census material you see there, it's part of a campaign. And I wanted you to know that the campaign manager is right in the back, and her name is Sonia Wilkins.
Okay.
Right? If you have any questions for her, she'd be happy to address them. She's probably not here about too long, but she'd be happy to address them if you're here. Islam.
Islam.
As I was sitting back listening to the Sheikh's demonstration, the term the Moorish solstice came to my mind. And as I was sitting there trying to make sense of why that came to my mind, I just realized that it made sense. Because we are the Moors, so the Moorish pertains to the Moors, and it's the solstice. And the solstice is from the sun. So, as we celebrate the winter solstice, I just want us to think about the term Moorish solstice, because it is the Moorish solstice. We are the sun. Press the hand of all the children, adults as well, the children. And there was one youth in the back, when I pressed his hand, he said to me, did you know that the press is our greatest weapon?
Wow.
I said, absolutely.
Islam.
He was trying to school me on it, and it was just beautiful that he, the Moor couldn't have been no more than 7 and 8. Islam, I just want to give honor to his parents because that's why he's still. Understand? Because he has parents to still. And that's where the youth need to be because, out from our Sunday school comes the guidance of the nation. So they're our future leaders. And we have to season their minds early with the maxims of truth. Islam? And then as I think, yes, the press is our greatest weapon, but for those that's not familiar with the term, we're not talking about weapon as in weapons of destruction. Understand? We're not talking about violence when we talk about weapons. But coming from the quote, Noble Ali said that the press is our greatest weapons in the hands of our people today. For what? For sheltering ourselves from under the avalanche of lies that was put upon our people. Islam, so for those that don't know that quote and know where the young brother was coming from, that's what he was hitting me with. Islam, and again, this is a press conference. So this is a form of the press. So So press doesn't mean just writing or just newspaper. So again, we want to give honors to all the Moors that contributed to the press and their own respective territories. But we have to keep the press alive and going. That's the only way that the avalanche lives will be buried, is if we stand up and exercise who we are. No one else is going to do that for us.
Islam.
Islam. Another question that was brought up at the beginning of the meeting is, this is the question the brother asked me today. Why are we here? Meaning, here in City Hall in Trenton, New Jersey. What did Noble Drew Ali have to do with Trenton, New Jersey? Is the question. So I told the brother I will address it a little later. So I want to take that time and address it now. Because it is something, again, we're not just here for those who know or for the adult mind. We're also here for the children and for those who don't know as well. So, Prophet Noble Drew Ali actually erected the first Moorish Temple of America in the year 1913 in Newark, New Jersey. So, the Moorish Temple's roots on these shores goes back to this particular state. And that was in the city of Newark, New Jersey at the time, where they were stationed at. And that was under the name of the old Canaanite temple. So it's important that because of the Moorish Temple of America started in New Jersey, that the New Jerseyans have to continue the spirit of the prophet, even though he's not here physically, but he's here through us. So the Moorish Temple of America never left New Jersey. So it might have went through different changes and changes of names, but the temple never ceased in New Jersey. And we are an example of the Moorish Temple never ceased. Islam?
Islam.
So it's important that nationally we stick together, and it's important that the Moors that's within New Jersey, even though we might go by different associations and auxiliaries, that it's still important that we still unite with each other and make sure that we represent what the Prophet left here in New Jersey. Islam?
Islam.
And now we go back into why City Hall, because we could have went to Newark, New Jersey, and there are Moors in Newark, New Jersey that are having functions today. It's like we have functions all around the country. But Trenton, New Jersey is important because this is where the seat of the government of New Jersey State Republic resides. The seat of the state government resides in Trenton, New Jersey. You have officials in Newark, New Jersey because it's on the north end of the state. But the seat of the state is housed here in Trenton, New Jersey. This is why we give honor to the city officials of Trenton and New Jersey State Republic for making this possible. Now, it's also important to realize that when she went over the divine warning for the nation, and it asked us to, if we doubt the redemption process of his people was right, then go to those that know law. Well, where did he say go? He says, go to City Hall and among the officials in your government and ask them under an intelligent tone, and then they will render you a favor to reply. So there's a City Hall in different states, different cities, but also because this is the state seat, Trenton specifically is the place that we should go if we want to get the state affairs done on a state level. Islam. So again, local government is the key, and we have to realize that in our communication and transparency. And also, Trenton, New Jersey, or also a background, is right across the Delaware Water Gap, which is important because we have our neighboring state of Pennsylvania, and we have another icon in the Moorish history, which is the city of Philadelphia. And the city of Philadelphia has roots when it comes to the Moorish flag being what we call chopped down, taken down, or deflagged. in the year 1774. So we also in here, in lieu of that, because our flag was taken down in 1774. And that's when the brands of the Negro, black, and color was put onto people. That was referred to as the last stronghold of the Moorish American nation on these shores.
Islam.
So therefore, that our nation was being put to a dead state, which that's what black represents. It represents a dead state. So the flag being brought down in 1774 right across the water on 6 and Chestnut represents that our government and our people are no longer in government structure. So it's very important to acknowledge here today in honor of what we refer to as the flag raising.
Islam.
Our flag is being raised because the flag was being brought down in 1774. So we're talking about 2 centuries and change later that we are able to stand here today and acknowledge our flag being raised. So that's actually an honor, and it's a holiday within itself that us in this century, in this day and time, in this life, that we're able to acknowledge the flag being raised, because it could be worse for us. We could be watching it go down, and that's not the position that we should be in. So Prophet Noble Ali is responsible for the flag being raised officially in 1928 and being declared a nation again, which represents the stronghold of the Moors is back on the rise, or what the brother refers to as the rise of the Moors. Islam. Prophet Noble Ali is responsible for the rise of the Moors again. Islam. So without further ado, hope that explains why we are here and what significance that the city of Trenton has with January 8th celebration. And hopefully each year that this will pick up, that this is an annual event that we will be here. So hopefully we will gain more momentum, and especially more Moors within New Jersey State Republic are able to come out and to support, to bear witness to the great work that these Moors are doing down here.
Islam.
So if we can gather up and go out and acknowledge our flag being raised again, Islam and more unity. Thank everybody for their contribution and their time. And we're going to travel outdoors now on the flag.
Islam. Takbir. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
But you keeping secrets, lying to the people. Didn't think we peep it, Drew Ali released it. But you keeping secrets, lying to the people. Didn't think we peep it, Drew Ali released it. All I know is empty promises and broken dreams. And things been this way since you stepped up on the scene. Lying, taking notes, suppressing knowledge from my folks. Love my people. Killing, then you boast. Man, it's time for you to go. Get my secrets locked away, but now we reacquainted. Yes. Giving honors to the prophet for the pictures that he painted. Like canvas. What you draw is up to you. What you give is what you get. Karma solely up to you. For every action, there's a reaction. Equal or greater. And in the heart, that's the closest place for meeting the maker. A live man. Let's go back through the lessons. 101s, Holy Quran, receiving our blessings. You know, divided we fall. Together conquer them all. Get in tune. Trace yourself back to the fall. History challenge. This is rule raising the bar. Time is now. For
Flag. Islam.
Islam.
Islam is.
Drew Ali released it. But you keeping secrets, lying to the people. Didn't think we see it, Drew Ali released it. but you keeping secrets, lying to the people. Didn't make me peep it, Drew Ali released it. But you keeping secrets, lying to the people. Didn't think we see it, Drew Ali released it.